Okay guys, let's see a way that I like a lot to open the guard. Instead of controlling the hip now, I'm gonna control this sleeve. And when I control the sleeve, it's very important to understand that it doesn't really matter which leg I'm gonna step up first because I have that arm control. It's different when I'm here. If I lift this leg up, the guy gonna go to my arm or to the sweep, right? So it's very dangerous. But once that I have this sleeve control, it doesn't matter. He can do this, right? He doesn't have the hand to go in. But the point is, I don't like to change much because then you get used to sometimes lift with this leg, and for some reason you don't have this sleeve and you go there and you're wrong, right? So I get used to just step up with the same leg that I have the lead arm. So I'm gonna do this, 1, 2, and now it's about to raise up the hip, your body all the way up in order to keep your elbow inside his thigh. That makes my grip much stronger, right? If you try to pull the arm back, try to break this arm, there's no tensions on my fingers because I have this elbow inside his thigh, right? If I'm here, if the guy starts to move the arm, I'm gonna bend my body forward and then I'm in the wrong position, wrong posture, so the guy can attack my arm or do many things. So make sure you have your elbow inside. And now it's time for me to start opening his guard. I'm gonna push the knee from the inside knee. And a very common mistake is if you widen your legs too much, when you push, you're gonna push on top of your thigh, so it doesn't really work, right? So a very important detail is just move your hip a little bit to the side so you can easily put his leg all the way down. When I get this position, of course, the guard is open, it's easy for me to start passing, and my opponent's gonna bring the knee in front of me. That's the time they're gonna let go and smash his legs. So the hand that I have in the sleeve, gonna go between his legs to control the bottom leg, right? One more time. My knee shouldn't be on the ground because I want my weight on top of him. I'm gonna put this pressure over here, right? So I fold his legs, this hand comes to the collar. Sometimes the guy gonna push you away and no problem for you to grab the sleeve if you cannot reach the collar. Just keep walking. Now it's time to grab it on the neck, walk back, and pass. So one more time, get the posture, control the sleeve, step up the leg on the same side of the lean arm, stretch all the way up, elbow in, swing a little bit to the side of the hip so there's nothing to block his leg on the way down. Go all the way with the knee. So he must put the leg between my way to pass. So that's the time that I'm gonna let go the sleeve, come with the arm under, control the bottom leg, step over. If I'm able to grab the neck, I can do it. If the guy pushes me away, I just control the sleeve and just keep walking. Head on top of his stomach, and you keep walking till he starts bending the elbow. That's my call to grab around the head and pass. So look, when I get and control the bottom leg, now it's just about my head on top of his stomach. So it's hard for me to put the head right here. So I need to walk, right? So drop your weight and move your legs backward if you need, and just keep walking. So all the control comes from my head on his stomach to the point that I'm gonna hurt around the neck. Then I'm gonna release the head.
So my first question is about the guard break actually.
Okay.
When you stand up, can't I underhook your leg?
You can. The point is, every time that you stand up in the close guard, try to pay attention in the position of your feet. If you just point your toes outside, means that you are off balance. So every time that I step and do this, see, I'm falling. So try to get there. So means that my weight's here, right? So try to straighten me back.
No.
If you have your hand, maybe you can borrow me a little bit. But if I still have your sleeve, you cannot really get any better leverage.
Right.
So it's just about turning your knee in, in order to break the guard.
So my second question is about the grip. Are you grabbing? Are you cupping? Are you grabbing high, low? And how do you avoid that? A lot of people have the problem that when they get the fold pass, the guy just scissors his legs, and it feels like your forearm's about to break.
The point is, it's all about positioning, right? So if I'm staying here and in front of you, when you scissor your legs, it's so strong, it's impossible for me to hold with my arm.
Right.
So, but remember that we're talking about pressure passing, which means that my weight should be on top of you, never here. So if I'm here, I don't have anything, right? When I'm doing the fold pass, there's not a second that I'm gonna be in this point, right? I'm just here to explain you guys what your questions, but I'm coming from the close guard, right? I open, and then I'm already walking to your side. So when I move my weight that way, your scissor doesn't really work anymore.
Right.
Because I have my arms pretty loose, right?
Yeah.
When you go, I can just go with you,
All your weight's on your head and my ribs.
See, I'm just relaxing here. And when I try to go with this hand, if you block me, I just hold your sleeve. I keep walking, see?
So it almost doesn't matter what happens down here.
It doesn't matter.
You're putting all your weight on me.
Exactly. Because the point is, you're gonna be able to break my grip if I'm square with you. If I walk to your side, my arm is pretty loose.
So you're not even really grabbing.
I like to grab just to give my,
So
a little bit more confidence that your leg cannot escape. But if you want to cup, you can cup. The problem with this is if you move your hip, no, just a hip backwards and bring the knee back, maybe you can, you have a small chance, but it's still, it doesn't cost me nothing.
Sure.
I prefer doing.
Okay, but it's not the strength of the hand holding me there.
No, not
It's
at all.
the head and the ribs.
The same thing is, if I'm doing no-gi, I got a cup, right? And I'm gonna do the same thing. So you don't need what you need is that the weight should be over, and never backwards.